each other. What are you doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? Hey guys, welcome back to the Chesnoid FC save here on FIFA 22. Apologies again for no video yesterday in this save, as you may have seen on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, then link in the description down below. It got rather loud in this house yesterday with some of the work going on, and I quite literally just had no opportunity to record, unfortunately, and had been away at the weekend, so wasn't recorded far enough ahead to be able to cover for We're back. The Facebook videos were unaffected as I was able to get that recorded early enough. So the My Player save continued yesterday. So if you missed anything from that save, then there's a link in the description down to the Facebook page where you can go and watch that. We're very nearly at 4,000 followers on Facebook now, so it'd be great if you could head across and join in. Let me say thank you to someone else who's joined in, and that's James for joining the Patreon. Thank you very much indeed, mate. It's very kind of you to join the cause, and thank you to all of you that continue to pledge on Patreon, all of you that have throughout the course of its history. Right, busy month today, very busy month. We have Arsenal at home, Monaco at home, Newcastle away, Brighton at home in the Cup, Manchester City at home, and then Spartak Moscow away. We'll play Arsenal, we'll play Monaco, we'll play City, and we'll sim the other three. That's how we'll do things today. Thank you to those of you that gave me the suggestion to up Guiri's contract. Obviously, we've been rejecting a couple of bids that have been quite sizable for some of our players, so we have taken that into account and offered them a new contract to say thank you for staying, even though I was the one that made them stay, but you know what I mean. And we've also seen Rodrigo grow up to 91, and thank you as well for the pronunciation for Gravenberch. It's why I didn't put two and two together for the G at the beginning of his name, I'm not sure. Like Marco van Ginkel, it's Gravenberch. And I would have said, obviously in English, Birch. But the CH apparently in Dutch at the end of Gravenberch is actually a similar sound to the one at the beginning of Gravenberch. So I might just call him Ryan because it's a bit of a throaty mouthful. We'll wait and see how things go on that front. We are top of the table though, and that's one thing we know for damn sure. So let's go and play Arsenal and keep ourselves there, shall we? Arsenal, Bernd Leno in goal for them. Our former man, Devin Wrench, alongside Carlo Poli, Thiago Giallo and Renan Lodi. Aaron Barry and Ndidi. Sat holding with De Frutos, Olayinka and Silas, with Kasper Dolberg up top. Wrench, obviously a former player. Thank you for reminding me, in the comment section of the last episode, that Grady Diangana was actually this save, and not the Brentford one, as I previously mentioned in the last episode. We're so far into this save that I forgot I signed him in this one and not the one at the end of FIFA 21. Such has been the growth that we've seen as a side and the player turnover when it comes to getting from Championship to top of the Premier League. This is certainly the peak of our time as managers so far. But hopefully there are peaks yet to come that include, fingers crossed, some titles. Oof. And we could have been one step closer if Cox had buried that. Looking for Kasper Dolberg. Fadiol does well. Aaron Barry gets to it. Still talking about Devin Wrench, but I mean, it was literally years ago that he was part of our squad. It was in our first season in the Championship that Arsenal picked him up off us. So it's like that was literally season 2. Season 2, they picked him up off us, and still in season 6, they're like, oh, it's against his former team. Like, yeah, it was footwork from Theo Best, by the way. Like, that was ages ago. I'm sure nobody really still cares about the fact that Devin Wrench used to play for us. We have, quite simply, moved on. Gravenberch finds Martinelli, who finds Cox. Guiri sent the defender. And then Giallo is unfortunately in the way. Silas is obviously the formerly named Wamangituka of Stuttgart. You may remember that there was a bit of an odd scenario that's going to go in, but he was offside. An odd scenario with his official name, which is why he was formerly Wamangituka and is now Silas. But we could have been Silas. Oh, I was going to make some sort of Silas and silencing pun, but I won't. We could have been 1-0 up, we're not. Here's Olayinka. Gravenberch doing well to slow him up. But still, Arsenal come forward. Gravenberch is just snapping at the ankles of the midfield men for Arsenal. Every single time they get the ball into the middle, he's just everywhere, is the young Dutchman. Chouameni is trying to boss things with regards to the defensive side of it in the midfield, but I think Ryan Gravenberch is just so good at everything that he runs it going backwards and he runs it going forwards. As I say that, we get a tackle in, but apparently it was illegal. Pretty sure I won the ball. ChesnoidGaming looks like actually with power. He's going for goal here, and he does. It wasn't comfortable for Theo Best. He had to tip it over the top. They will take this short there to Olayinka, who delivers early. And up goes Lacroix to head away. Rodrigo's done really well there to bring that down, and then does really badly to give it away. Superb, lovely, wonderful. Come on, let's at least keep it at 0-0 by half-time. If not, catch them on a counter-attack. Go and score a bloody goal of our own. Spiedelberg with options, but one of those options was to lose possession, which is the one that he thankfully chose to take. Gravenberch forward there to Gouiri. Cox is on his bike, so we'll try to pass the ball to Martinelli. Yeah, weird, they haven't mentioned Martinelli playing against his former side. They're all going on about Wrench, who left 4 years ago, but not mentioning the guy that's brand new here at this club this season from Arsenal. Never mind, eh? It's only just occurred to me, actually. Chouameni finds Gouiri, looking for Rodrigo. Lovely run. Can he finish? You're damn right he can. Our new and clear highest rated player, rather than being joint with Gravenberch. Rodrigo gives us a 1-0 lead. He's 91. Oh, I actually hadn't quite seen how ridiculous that assist was from Amine Gouiri either. Beautifully tucked away. Unfortunately, there weren't any golden boots I could give Gouiri, so he's got yellow ones on instead. De Frutos forward to Weghorst, who's come on for them now. Koopmeiners is also on. They're making changes, Arsenal, to try and find their way into the game with an equaliser. Weghorst's pass is just waited well enough to find Jonathan Okone. He's the third man that's come on for them. But so far, Arsenal just not really that good, if I'm being honest. Gravenberch caught in possession there, though. De Frutos also not moving the ball on quickly enough. Weghorst to Olayinka. Weghorst doesn't threaten me with regards a pace threat, but with a finishing and aerial threat, certainly he would be a worry. Devon Wrench pushing forward and finding himself offside, and this second half hasn't really offered much. I found myself doing a little, a couple of pieces of commentary, but it's not really led to anything. And my commentary's just kind of petered out, and it will get edited out. With 5 minutes to go, it's still 1-0 to Chesnoid FC, and I dare say I don't really see that changing at the minute. Theo Best has not been properly tested at all in this whole game. A couple of times he's had to make a tip over the bar or shuffle his feet a couple of paces either side to pick up a rather simple catch, but nothing where you'd say the Arsenal man certainly should score. Gravenberch looking for Martinelli, who, well, it was a poor pass, absolutely woeful pass in fairness, but only 1 minute added on, and that pretty much sums up what I was saying about the fact that not really much has happened in this second half. If the referee could blow his whistle now, though, that'd be lovely, considering, thank you, we're getting close to the 3rd minute of stoppage time. A clean sheet, a victory, thanks to that man there. Thank you, sir. Rodrigo, our newly rated highest player, or newly highest rated player. And Arsenal just didn't have it. They weren't up to scratch. And that will keep us, well, actually, I'm not sure if it will keep us top because of the goal difference that is potentially weighted in other players' favour. Well, other teams' favour, sorry. I made sure that I kept talking there so you don't hear the music in the background so that I don't get copyright struck. Let's go and play Monaco. The board adore me right now. Which is fantastic. I will rotate the side a little bit for the Monaco game, but I'll go and see you there. Still a strong team put out for this fixture for us, but definitely not at full strength. Medeiros, McGree, Ferguson, Gilmore, Laird, and Itakura all coming into the fold. Why it's given me a default white kit there, I'm not sure, rather than showing our actual kit. Monaco are playing a 3 at the back. I'm unsure as to whether that will work for them. 5 backs have tended to be the ones that we've struggled against most in this save so far. Trying to see if there's any familiar faces in there. I think I saw Steven Bergwijn at the back, did I? I did. They're number 21. Tyler Adams as well. Daniel Marlin in there too. They've got Everton on the right-hand side. Gerard Moreno, presumably Gerard Moreno, up top as well. It's not a bad front group, that. Not a bad front group at all. But hopefully we'll be the ones fronting the group come the end of this Champions League group stage. And hopefully come the beginning of it as well if we can get a victory on opening day. Our first ever Champions League game, our first ever European game in any competition is underway at home in front of our own fans as well, which is nice. McGree back to Billy Gilmour, trying to get it through a gap that isn't there, and now Tyler Adams will get that forward to Bergwijn, and we might be in trouble already early doors. Oh, nice turn by Bergwijn. It's certainly a winnable group for us with Spartak Moscow, one of the other sides, and I forget what the fourth side is actually, off the top of my head. That's a nice through ball by Bergwijn, and Gerard Moreno is in, but it's a really good save by Teo Bess. Really good save. Gerard Moreno has been an excellent goal scorer in Spain for Villarreal in real life. Medeiros looking to set through Riley McGree. Though he's left-footed, so we'll cut this back. And Medeiros. Oh, post from Riley McGree. Can't believe we haven't scored there. Medeiros, obviously the Ronaldo regen, looking to get a goal. Imagine if the first player to score the first goal for this club in Europe was a Cristiano Ronaldo regen. I don't really care who puts the ball in the back of the net, to be honest, so long as someone at some point does. McGree's dribbling is one of his strong suits, strongest attributes. Cox looking for Riley McGree. Medeiros is there in the middle, as are a number of others, including Gabby Martinelli. Didn't feel confident enough to hit that first time, so went for the control first and then the pass. Oh, sorry, then the shot, as they were looking for a pass to Monaco. Oh, Lacroix! How delayed was that? Jesus Christ. Oh, we could have taken the lead. We could equally also have fallen behind. We may still. Gerard Moreno has options. Tyler Adams across here to Daniel Marlin. Trying to embarrass me by scooping it up like that. And, well, embarrassing himself in the process. Tierney down the line to Gabby Martinelli. 2 front men without names and numbers at the minute. I think a youth-only road to glory probably isn't going to be a doable thing this year. Last thing you want is a full 11. Oh, no. Oh, good save. A full 11 of players that don't have any names or numbers on their shirts. That would just look really weird. Looks weird enough having just one, let alone an entire squad worth of them. Bergwijn, his shot is blocked by... He's got to be offside, surely. How lucky do Monaco want to get? We're going to have to watch this back. The first shot comes off Lewis Ferguson's chest, and then it's fallen straight to Monaco man, who has picked up Gerard Moreno, who stood on his own on the edge of my 6-yard box. You question the marking from the defenders a lot. We trail by a goal to nil. The first goal that is scored in any Chesnoid FC European tie, rather annoyingly, is scored by our opposition. Monaco lead by a goal to nil. Everton. Oh, Billy, just stick a toe out, mate. That's literally gone across the boot of Billy Gilmour. And we're going to concede on the back of it. Gerard Moreno at the double. Should Billy Gilmour have intercepted that? Oh, I don't know. Again, it's a ball roll that's my undoing. I think Billy should have intercepted that. It's gone basically over his toes. Oh no, the referee's just in the way. We've nutmegged the ref. But it's cost me cost me a second goal. Oh, and of course it's the last kick of the half. Well, 45 minutes to try and rescue this, otherwise it's going to be a bit of a embarrassing start to European football for us, isn't it? We do belong on this stage, I promise. looking to get past Lacroix. Outmuscled him well, but didn't actually get anything on the ball. Marlon. Oh, Tar. I say Tar. And then Lacroix gets outmuscled, but McGree's done really well to win that back. I'll poke that there for Medeiros, who will surely just find a teammate. Man on the far side is who we'll look for here now. Gabby Martinelli brings that down beautifully well. And the man at the back post surely has to tuck this home. Riley McGree hits the post for the second time. Moreno. Oh, space here for Everton. Bloody ball rolls! Thank you, Kieran Tierney. Jesus Christ, saving my bacon again. Good footwork by Medeiros. There is so much space here for Gabby Martinelli to get into that surely we will exploit it. No! Juan Foyth comes across, former Arsenal man against former Tottenham man. And it's the Spud that comes out on top. Well won, the header. But only straight back to Monaco. And now Everton's looking to get away from Kieran Tierney. And time's running out for me here. I might have to bring on some first team talent sooner rather than later. McGree, do we go for a 1-2 with Henry Cox? We will. It's well blocked by Koch. Skips over the challenge. Fouled in the process, but still we come forward. Gabby Martinelli, drill that in. McGree. Oh, where to go? Over here is where we will go. Ethan Laird, though. Over there is where we'll go next. And Martinelli draws a good save out of Musso. Right, time for changes. Come on. I need my big boys back again. Actually, I'm going to bring Harvey Elliott on. McGree's been very good. I'll bring Harvey Elliott on. And we'll move McGree to the left. But Martinelli's been hit and miss so far in his time in the Chesnoid FC shirt. Yellow card there for Tyler Adams. As we make our changes, they make theirs. We find one back, perhaps. Lacroix. Back there to Lewis Ferguson. Deflected and out for another corner. Ferguson throws himself at the floor. I think that was a little bit dramatic. Gravenberg in. Oh, Koch away again. Riley McGree. There's no point shooting with him. He'll hit the post. I don't even get the chance to shoot him because his own bloody teammate has blocked him off. Well done, Harvey. Into Henry. Harvey to Henry to bloody Juan Foyth. Win that header. Oh, I think I did, but still we don't score. We've done a decent job going forward in this game. I can't score. Surely we'll score now. Surely we'll... Ah! 15 to go. Still 2-0 Monaco. Swept out wide to Harvey Elliott. Oh, I tried to just drop the shoulder on the defender and it hasn't worked. Gravenberg should get to that first and has done. Come on, Henry, you're in. You've got the pace. Now show me the finish. Wow. I put a lot of power on that as well. That's a ridiculous save from their goalkeeper. John Lucas off for them. McGree with the delivery. Henry Cox is up with a header, but that is well over the top of the bar. We are going to lose our first game in Europe. That's not part of the plan, is it? The side that we put out certainly should have been strong enough to get the win. Or at least avoid defeat. But defeat is what it will be. Barring the most remarkable of comebacks. It's not like we haven't had the chances either. That was a dead pass, wasn't it? Oh, don't make it 3 off of... Okay! 3-0. Excuse me, Tyler. Things were going oh so well for Monaco. He's not even giving him the second yellow. He's just quite frankly dished out the straight red. That takes the shine off Monaco's game, but I'm sure they won't be too fussed. Oh, I don't know whether I'm not, probably me, not acting on instinct here. But I couldn't score against Monaco. I just couldn't do it. Hit the post twice, but had just as many shots as them, 9 apiece. More of the ball. Nada. Oh, it's Bruges. Bruges on the other side in our group table. I couldn't think off the top of my head who the hell it was. Yeah, a very tough game. You can't win every week. Although, we'd love to win every week. But certainly, we don't want to lose like that. Ever, really. but we kind of just have done. The next game was Newcastle at the weekend, I believe, in the Premier League, which we shall sim. Right, the sim against Newcastle, then you can see their lineup on the left. Our former man Masson still in their starting lineup at left wing back. Well, actually, where are Newcastle in the league? 16th. As they say, on paper, this should be straightforward. We had to rely on Guiri late on to ensure that we got the 3 points after Kieran Tierney gave us a 1-0 lead. Fair enough. Well done, sir. Now, I think it was Brighton in the Cup next and then Manchester City, was it? Indeed it is. I'll rotate for that Brighton game, certainly in the Carabao Cup. The fringe players weren't able to do the business against Monaco. Can they do the business against the Seagulls? The side rotated around. Randy and Teka back in the starting lineup. It has been a while, my man. It has been a while. That side, good enough to wipe the floor with Brighton. Medeiros gets a goal. Mukhaig, they got a man sent off after 35 minutes. That certainly would have affected things. Mukhaig gave us the lead. Alzate actually equalised them just after half-time. Medeiros, Ferguson and Rodrigo finishing the job. Right. That's us through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. We're going well in the league. Still top. Let's stay there by beating City. Manchester City. Ederson in goal. Gabriel, Diaz, Porro and Pereira. Brozovic, Sangare, Foden. Ferran Torres, Gabi Jesus, Rodri. Well, that's a fucked up lineup, isn't it? Gabriel should be at centre-back. Pedro Porro should be at right-back. Foden should be at left wing. And Rodri should be at centre-mid. Lovely! Well, maybe we can beat City then, if players are playing out of position. Although those players are probably still very capable of playing in the positions they're in. We shall wait and see. Please, for the love of God, EA, fix the lineups! Foden. Just going on a run is young Philip. Trying not to let him play a through ball to Gabi Jesus, who apparently has 3 in his last 3, so keeping him quiet is going to be a challenge. Down the line there to Gabby Martinelli. So far, for most defences in the Premier League, keeping him quiet hasn't been a challenge. Sent one defender, but there was another one there to put an end to his run. Ferran Torres, supposedly, last I heard at least, last I recall seeing, wants out of Manchester City in real life. So I am surprised about. Very, very, very talented young man, Ferran Torres. And he's certainly good enough to play in almost any team. Jayden Bogle quickly inside. I was hoping he was going to go again. Oh, Guiri's overrun it. Brozovic across to Gabi Jesus. Sangare to Ferran Torres. Let's not let that Monaco result seep through to our next played game. Evidently, we've been able to get victories in the Sims since, but I really wasn't clicking against Monaco. And despite hitting the woodwork a couple of times and building some other decent moves, just didn't really ever put together a good performance in any spell throughout the game. We yet really, it feels, to see anything out of Amin Guiri so far this season as well. Phil Foden, though, is certainly showing up as he gives Manchester City a 1-0 lead on his right foot into the top corner. Yikes. We started off brilliantly with the win in the first game, but we are sliding backwards at the moment. Time to put a stop to the rot, I think. Please, lads. Jesus Christ, Gabby. Okay, now he went for me there. Gravenberg into Rodrigo. Run, Amin. Thank you, pal. What's happened to you? Why are you now not doing anything of any real note? Oh, God. Whatsoever. I thought it was Rodrigo I eyed when I first played the pass, so I went for the quick one too. It was Chouameni. The pass was ballsed up. 25 minutes in. Don't know whether I'm getting a little bit rushed in my defending or something, but certainly I'm doing something differently to what I was earlier on, because it's just not working for me. Henry Cox can't get there ahead of Pedro Porro, and City in their makeshift setup doing the business. Ferran Torres back to Gabi Jesus, picked off nicely by Fardiol. Oh, I was supposed to go to Chouameni. Don't you dare, City. Oh, the ball roll nearly did me again. Right, that was quickly done and nicely done. Looking for... Ah, Christ! Looking for Cox through the gap. Not found. Amin Gouiri is a shadow of his former self at the moment. Although that was a very good turn. Never mind. Amin Gouiri, he's really good. The turn, the acceleration, the pass, to be fair, the take and finish from Henry Cox as well. They do make a good partnership. It's just that at the minute, Cox is the one scoring the goals, and Amiri, and Gouiri. Oh, that touch is completely solid, Edison. Gouiri's the man that's setting them up at the minute. We are level. Free kick to be taken short by Lacroix. Fadio. Nicely. Oh, beautifully. Gabby Martinelli. Good save by Edison. Where's that going? I think it hit Henry Cox's arm. That's what the advantage that was played was for. But Gabby Martinelli very nearly taking it in at half-time in front here against Manchester City. It's title favourites versus title contenders. Well, probably title contenders versus title favourites. I mean, City weren't that good last year. But they're certainly giving us a hell of a game here. But we're giving it back to them as best we can. Spurs, of course, won the league last year. And they 1-0 up against Watford. Liverpool 1-0 up against Brentford. Manchester United 2-0 up against Southampton. So the other big sides are winning. We need to make sure that we do the same. It's been a tough first half. Minimal chances apiece. Maximum possession for Manchester City. But we're still in with a shout. Cox is just trying to hold off Brozovic here. Whilst others get forward in support. There's Martinelli. Oh, whipped. I was actually trying to dink that. Oh, to Gouiri. Did score a number of good headed goals for us last season. Fadiol has won that back nicely. Oh, looking for Gabby Martinelli. Brilliant save by Edison, and Henry Cox wouldn't lock onto the ball, so I couldn't tuck home into an empty net. Gabby Martinelli is trying his hardest to make an impact in this Cambridge team. Cambridge team? In this Chesnoid FC team. Oh, no. Oh, no, they've fallen over each other. What are you doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, I'm going to lose my mind. What just happened? What just happened? Oh, it's on the post. What's he doing? Oh. What? Oh. What just happened? Sangare. Foden. Give me... Oh, Tchouameni can't get there. Ricardo. Pereira to Longcar. Didn't quite get there. Brozovic across to Raheem Sterling. Longcar, as you can quite clearly tell, no name and number, is a youth academy graduate. Foden out to Ricardo Pereira. Into Foden again. A third would kill me. What's happened to the goalkeeper today? He's just looked at it. If it took a deflection, maybe fair enough. He's gone, no. Ooh. Yeah, zooming in on the goalkeeper for a reason there, I think, the cameraman. Ferran Torres makes it 3-1. I can't help but feel very hard done by. Let's hope that this is a one-off, shall we? Well, a one-off episode. It's a two-off, really, considering we've had 2 games where we've been swept aside. But yeah, I'm not really too sure what to say about this result. Other than that probably sums it up. That performance. Oh, sorry, that pass probably sums up everything today. We got a win in the first game at least. But, not gone my way. Not gone my way against City or Monaco, has it? I only had 3 shots now. But to be fair, Monaco had 9 efforts. Just couldn't score. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Spartak Moscow at the end of the month. Gabby Martinelli has grown to 88. Has he peaked? 97 weeks to train him anywhere? Yes, he has peaked at 88. I am curious to know, and I want to have a look now. How many goals has Gawiri? Gawiri's 89 now. Bloody hell, I went the wrong way there, didn't I? Gawiri has 2 goals and 4 assists in 6 games, to be fair. So he's certainly contributed. He's got more assists than anybody else has goals, I think. Oh. I just replayed that second City goal again in my brain and just couldn't help but sit and giggle to myself. A win, please. Thank you. Gawiri with 1 and a missed one. Cox with 2 and Martinelli with the other. We are off the mark in Europe. Things are going well enough in the Premier League, but we're now second, not first anymore. And I think Schumanni has peaked at 86 as well. Youth squad monthly report. Youth player scout available. Let's see. Is there anyone that's any good? No. No. Ugh, absolutely not. No and no. All right, fair enough. We can call up perhaps a couple of the other youngsters that we had in the youth setup. A number of comments about that actually in the last episode. Sign at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with potential greater than average of the overall players currently in that same position. I think, doesn't that... You guys were kind of hinting that if I call someone up from here, that will trigger that. But I don't know if it does. I thought it worked differently. How tall are you? 5'7", and you're slow as shit. So you're not a fullback. You're not really... You're kind of a centre mid, really, aren't you, Sunshine? Let's see. What can we do to change you to centre mid? 69 weeks. 4 weeks to a CDM. Well, that's the answer then, isn't it? Oh, you're rubbish still. We do have... See... They just don't suit the positions that they're scouted in, do they? Very, very rarely. Such an odd... thing. I hope that's fixed for next year, because I think we can both agree that it's not going to be fixed for this year, is it? Right, that'll do for now. I'll see you tomorrow, and well, it's going to get busy again. Leeds away, Wolves at home, Bruges away, Manchester United away, Chelsea away, and Brighton away. 1 home game, 5 away games. Yikes. We're still second, though, even despite our brief wobble today. So, I'll take it. I'll see you tomorrow.